and said, "Ain't the door." And then when he dropped, she had a couple more stabs to that body. And Rick come around the corner. He's like, "Michonne." Wait a minute, Rick. She looking all. What's up, everybody? Can't even think straight. This is My Twisted Life with Poetry. You are here with myself, Poetry, and Kina, and we are bringing to you Walking Dead, Season 8, Episode 10?
I believe so, yeah.
Episode 10, mid-season finale. The way it's gotta be, or it's gotta be like this, it's one of them titles. I'm gonna get it right when I put it in the doggone box. So, Kina's here to assist me, because this was such an emotional episode. We still, she's still wet-faced at it. I wasn't gonna let the tears fall, but let's just hop right onto it. This will be a recap and review. We may not go in order, but we're gonna try to cover everything that happened to the best of our abilities. So we recognize that this is gonna have like it did a lot of the scene playbacks as it did in episode 1, showing everybody's faces and the emotions of everybody, how they looked at the end, but they were playing it at the beginning.
It started off with Rick and Carl talking.
Rick and Carl was walking down the road talking about hope. Right after the scene with Sadiq, and they had found him, and Carl wanted to give him some food, and Rick shot up in the air to scare him off. Canned food dude. Did he just start? Really? Hold on, y'all. We're back. We had some technical difficulties. So they was talking about whether or not it was a good idea for Carl to be having hope that maybe canned food was a good dude. And Rick still wasn't trying to hear it. He like, man, what we gonna do? We gonna kill them all? I mean, we should be trying to figure out a way to make things work with them, because we're supposed to be moving forward. We're supposed to be progressing, not killing everybody. So that's what they started off with the talk. We were walking down the road. Then we get to a flashback of Rick at the sanctuary, looking in, realizing that the truck had crashed through the walls. So he going down the road, got the junk food. That's not the junk food.
Junk food. Garbage pail.
The garbage pail kids. You know, Miss Bad Bangs and her crew. Mm-hmm. They walking down the road to the sanctuary, and they could see walkers eating up folks and everything, but they really ain't paying no attention to them. And they trying to scout out the area. So while they're walking through, all of a sudden gunshots ring out at them, start lighting them up. Rick ducks behind something, and he telling them, hey, they shooting up at the windows, they overheard this. And we look through the crowd of fire, of bullets blazing, and the damn garbage pail kids done took the fuck off.
Me too.
They ran.
Me too.
Punk asses.
Me too.
I wouldn't have trusted them in the first doggone place. And she talking about me. No! Supposed to stay there and fight. Shoot back.
Rick should have ran with us. We would have been gone.
So that punk asses took off and running, leaving Rick there to defend his damn self. From there we go, and we go back to Enid and Aaron. They riding down the road. This might have happened first. Like I said, we ain't doing this in order. They riding down the road, and they trying to, they just consoling each other, so to speak. Enid is wondering, once they get there, are they gonna talk to us? And I'm wondering, what the fuck you talking about? Get where? Who gonna talk to us? The saviors? What was you thinking at that point?
I wasn't really thinking much, because I was still thinking about how Aaron was talking about him and Eric used to do this, and I was like, man, that's depressing.
They did. They used to go out scavenging for new people to bring back to Alexandria, and she reminded him of that moment. And I don't know, did he let her drive? I don't know what was the significance of letting her drive.
Just to give her.
Right. Not only she said she let her drive a little bit, a little bit of the Coral.
A little bit of Coral.
She knew. So she started driving, but then Enid knew somewhere else to go. She decided to take off to this little distillery. She's like, look, we need to bring a gift to the Oceanside people. I'm like, they going to Oceanside? This is pretty risky for them to do. And Aaron is saying the same thing. This is risky for us, because last time Tara said they were shooting the kill up into her. And then we just came in and took half their doggone guns, so we not gonna get no welcome party coming on here. So to go to the distillery, find them something that they could use is probably a good idea. Next, we see them drive up to an open field. They park the distillery truck, and they parked the car not too far from it. They wasn't that far from it at all. Okay. The nightfall falls on them.
So this is a good place to, take a little rest before we head out in the morning. And
Nightfall falls.
you think it's a nice little walker coming up, and they like, hold on, we got to go take care of this. They both get out the car, Enid on one side and on the other, and Aaron shouts. So Enid like, hold on, he done got it. Walker done got him. Enid popped off. All you hear is Cindy yell, "No!" I was like, what? No, what? Who
I didn't know who was
who
yelling.
is this? We figured out who it was. And this deal ain't gonna go the way it's just not.
They done killed the grandma.
Yeah.
Enid done killed the grandma
She
of
did.
Oceanside.
She didn't mean to in her defense, but she did. So
Thought Aaron was under attack. So at the end of the scene, when the Oceanside chicks was rolling up like, hey, drop your guns. So now Enid and Aaron are in Oceanside custody, if they even alive.
No, we ain't seen them at all.
Because the little 10-year-old want to take them all out anyway.
I did not like her.
I didn't either.
She
I didn't like
stand her.
So they didn't show them anymore. I don't know if they finna be lost like Heath. Because this was supposed to accumulate everybody's story and bring it all together. They still ain't figured out where Heath at. I don't think nobody care. Don't nobody
I
care.
care. Bring Heath back.
So
Bring Heath back.
then we move on.
But no, actually, it started off with Carl in his room, and he wrote his letter to Rick. Now, who writes the letter D like that? I'm still upset about that because you went. No. But
This is why he needs to go to college.
Yeah, hey. But he wrote his letter, and then he had the little note from Enid saying "just survive somehow." I think that was what it said.
Yeah, JSS. That's what I said.
So, and then he went outside, talked to Michonne, and
But he went outside to talk to Michonne because
well, actually, we skipped the whole part.
yeah, we skipped a whole lot.
We skipped Michonne talking to Daryl.
Oh, because okay, Daryl and Tara had made it back, and Michonne was saying, sorry she couldn't do it, and Daryl was like, that's cool, everything worked out fine. I ain't worried about it, no sweat off the back. And basically, Tara and Rosita was saying the same thing, and Rosita was like, okay, cool, it worked.
So stick to the plan.
Stick to the plan, right? Just let's keep it moving. And apparently, Rosita had stopped at the warehouse that her and Michonne went through. And they went and collected some stuff. They got some some stun grenades and some flares, smoke bombs, stuff like that. And she just kind of piled it on Tara, just one box at a time, just like keep it going. Right, just Tara like, okay, I'm okay.
Oh, and the air horn. Can't forget that air horn.
And the air horn, that's most important because they could use that to redirect the herd once everybody surrendered. They are so confident that the saviors are going to surrender because they're going to run out of food, they're going to run out of supplies, so they waiting on this surrender.
They would have.
So everybody,
it's a happy moment.
It's supposed to be a happy
peaceful, happy moment.
So next we saw Rick, Carl, and Jerry.
Rolling in the car. Well, no, first that was with Michonne. Carl was talking to Michonne. And then all you hear is Negan on the intercom like, hey, we out here. Y'all got 3 minutes to bring me Rick.
That was first?
Mm-hmm. And then it went to Rick, Jerry, and Carl. Carl and Carol are just too close.
So, Negan and crew.
My future husband.
Again, they show everybody's faces first. That's what they do. They show everybody's faces and, they distraught looks. And then they show Negan's face. They just don't show the saviors. They show Negan's face. And then he does that little criminal smile. And then we go to credits. So Negan is all extra happy now. So when we come back, this mofo rolls up on Alexandria, right? So he rolls up on Alexandria like, let me in. Not about to hurt my chinny chin chin. Is what Carl was saying. We not finna do that. And so Michonne was like, hey, let's mount up. We finna fight. We gonna do this. We gonna fight.
That was terrible.
That was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Michonne was saying we gonna fight, and Carl was like, "No, we ain't gotta fight. It's another way for us to do this."
Okay, yeah, that. But then Tara was like, "We got enough guns. We can do this."
Right.
Carl was like, "Nah, this is my plan, and y'all finna listen to what I'm saying. We finna get out of here." And I was like,
"Put me in charge."
It's like, go, Carl, yes, go.
Yeah, he said they said it was his charge, it was his show, so he said y'all gonna listen to me, y'all gonna do what the hell I say do.
And they did.
And yeah, they did. They did listen to him. He had gave them like 3 minutes to produce Rick.
Mm-hmm.
It was still daylight. This 3 minutes went super fast.
It's like now. You look outside, it's like 3 minutes later, you're like, huh?
It's like pitch black.
Dark outside.
He gave him 3 minutes, like when they had like so in that 3 minute time frame, Carl was rounding up everybody. He was getting them all out, loading them up in cars, getting them ready to do whatever the heck they was about to do. And so before we go, but should we finish that scene?
No,
go ahead. Now we riding down the road with Rick, Carl, and Jerry.
Carol, driving. Ain't nothing being said.
And
all of a sudden, eep, eep.
Because after the Garbage Pail Kids took off and left Rick, Carl and them rushed in. And because everybody's supposed to be meeting at the sanctuary anyway. So they was able to pick Rick up. So they driving down the road and they just rolling. Then we had one of them motherfucking forgotten moments. Them Final Destination moments that I don't know God doggone word. His head like bam come slam into them.
And it switched to Maggie. And Maggie would take
Maggie, Jesus and Neil.
And they all going somewhere. And you see that little tree in the road.
I think they were heading to the sanctuary too because that was the original plan.
Yeah. But there's a little tree in the road. We all know that little tree in the road. So they like, it's them. They got a little truck roll up on in front of them.
And Maggie trying to radio to Birdie like, "Hey, Birdie, turn around," but she ain't getting no answer.
Birdie probably dead.
That's what I was thinking too.
Birdie dead. And they lift up the back of the truck. Out comes Jerry. They just drag Jerry out. And oh boy, my favorite out of all the saviors, Simon. It's like, hey, how's it going? What's
it's a
going
beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Right. It's a great night out. And, make a little, Simon is trying to make a little deal. He was like, Maggie was like, how y'all get out? He was like, oh, you already know this. You already know. Let's just say that we survived. That's it.
We figured it out.
But we all know who.
And he like, he said we all figured it out, and Alexandria is being overrun right now.
Yeah, they already at the kingdom.
They already at the kingdom right now.
Ezekiel.
But since you are the producers of thy food, the ones that keep us thy fed, we shall keep you alive.
Preach it, Simon. Preach it.
And we gonna keep you alive to make y'all work hard. Till the fields.
He's like, now,
hold the land.
Now, y'all got two options.
Milk the cows.
Now, the first option is we kill Jerry. And then, we drag Maggie into this box. She ain't gonna suffocate like he thinks Sasha did. Sasha ain't suffocate. And then we gonna drag her to the hilltop. Kill her in front of everybody. Then we gonna get some zombies, let them surround the hilltop just like they did the sanctuary. And we gonna kill Jesus too, because we don't want to kill.
And then mount Maggie's body up on the fence at the sanctuary.
Or the second option, y'all good. Y'all can go ahead and go back to the hilltop. Y'all fine, but we gonna kill one of your people, and they did.
Bow!
Took them out.
I thought it was Jerry at first.
No.
And then they stepped around and they showed me Jerry.
Yeah.
And we saw the blood in the back of behind Maggie's head.
And Maggie was like, I just want one favor. I said favor.
One favor from the saviors.
Can I get that box? He was like, sure. Take the box.
Take the call for one.
Take it. We switched to the kingdom. Gavin got everybody rounded up.
Gavin done rode in. Gavin is the only savior that I think really got a heart and that really don't want to hurt people.
Yeah.
Because he tried to negotiate. He like, okay, everybody here, y'all know the rules. Y'all done broke the rules. Now, everything that y'all gotta come to us now. We gonna ration it out to you just to make sure y'all can keep working and do what y'all supposed to do.
Barely.
But
you're gonna lose that freshman 15 is exactly what
he
he
did
said.
say you're gonna lose the freshman 15.
I get
And on top of that, you gotta give up the king. Take me to the king. 5 minutes. That's all y'all got. It's 5 minutes to turn in the king.
More than Negan said.
More than Negan. Negan did give them 3.
Extra 2 minutes.
And I'm thinking, what in the Sam here?
And you can kind of see Ezekiel, peeking around in the background because every time they show one of his girls,
they busted the theater. Ezekiel took off.
He was gone.
He jetted. He did what
he exited
Richard Pryor and the Wiz.
He said, "Stage left, I'm out."
I was like, no, he's not running.
He
I was concerned.
I would have stage left. Let's go.
I was concerned. So outside, the sister with the hijab. Is it hijab or hijab? The Muslim sister.
Yeah.
I saw it in her face. She was ready to jump off at any moment. And then behind her, you can just see Ezekiel. You can see Ezekiel creeping. It's creeping and creeping.
So I know we done skipped the whole part.
Did we?
Carl and Negan talking.
Oh, no, I was going to go back to that.
Oh, okay.
Because I said we weren't going to do this in order anyway. All the way.
You're right.
So, Gavin's trying to negotiate with them. And, I'm not giving up nobody. I am not giving up nobody is what these people were saying. They were standing there looking like children of the corn. Not saying a word. Just looking up at Gavin like, whatever. They was looking like the children of the corn kids. They were. So, now we're going to go ahead and go back to Carl.
Oh, boy.
So, Carl steps up in the middle of the darkness because, like I said, the 3 minutes of nighttime came through.
It got dark just like outside here.
Right. Because first Michonne was like, Carl, what are you doing? He told him to go ahead and get out. So they busted out the back gate. But Dwight and the tattoo neck was back there.
I call her Sandwich Girl.
Sandwich Girl?
I call her Sandwich Girl.
She used to always try to get Dwight's pickles too. Not Dwight's, Eugenia's pickles too.
I know.
But she had the tattoo neck. That's the one who was trying to flirt with Spencer.
Yeah.
So she radioed it in that it was a convoy leading out the back and they was going to try to stop it. So Carl is up there in the front trying to negotiate with Negan. Like, look, we ain't got to do this.
We can talk.
We better than this. We need to. This is not the man that you was supposed to be. Did you ever think that when you was a little kid, you was going to grow up and be you, what that is right now?
And he was like, if anybody gotta die, it's gotta be me. I was like,
Negan said, well, say what? Say what now?
I did Negan. I was like, huh? No.
He said, if somebody gotta die tonight, if there has to be a punishment enacted against anyone,
gotta be me.
I give myself as tribute. That's what Nigga was like, you got some balls. You may not have an eyeball, but you got some balls. Say it's more than what your daddy would have did. But now you want to talk because your daddy didn't want to talk. But when the convoy, when Tattoo Neck radio in, it was a convoy busting out the back. Nigga said, oh, you got me fucked up. You trying to play me right here.
Dipped.
Baby.
Carl was gone.
Carl dipped out. He dipped out, though, at the moment that Negan decided to send explosives over the fence. So he dropped down. So I don't know if he got hit or he just fell because he was limping his way through there. Now, at the same time, back at the kingdom, Ezekiel pulled out the gasoline, baby. Light them up. Set off explosion all around in a circle. The ring of fire around them. So everybody like, what the hell, The children of the corn still like, I don't know what's going on. They didn't run, they didn't scream. They
was like, don't look at me, go.
Right.
And right as soon as his people left, Ezekiel rolled up in a little yellow school bus. He's like, hello, we're here.
Got his people to safety. What's going on? So we go back to we don't go back to Rick or nothing like that. We go back to Daryl and them.
Oh yeah, because they outside.
They outside waiting on Carl. Carl is inside Alexandria setting off smoke bombs to cover his tracks so they can't find him. But it's explosions going off everywhere. The church was burning, the schoolhouse rocking, everything was on fire. Mm-hmm. And he just stayed off the smoke because he making his way through there because Negan got everybody looking for him. And Michonne and them is outside the gate like, where's Carl? But they locked and loaded in the forest, in the thick of the woods, like,
yep. And you see Dwight pull up. And the girl tattoo neck, she was like, hey, don't keep driving because you going to reel us right into this trap. Dwight like, okay. And you thought? So, you know, they pop it off and Dwight is like, all right, I got this. Dwight popped off on his own feet. He did. He took them
He had to save himself because, like, at this point, I was still wondering, too, if they even cared that Dwight was with them.
Nah, they don't.
I don't think they really cared. And then Tattoo Neck realized that Dwight was the one who really set it all up.
She shot him.
You helped him get out the back gate. Yeah, she did. She shot Dwight.
Right
and
on.
I felt something. Y'all know I don't give a damn about Dwight.
I was like, she shot Dwight?
I felt something in that moment. Like, oh, did she really just shoot Dwight?
You disrespectful?
Yeah, and I think she was going to go back to try to run tell that.
Oh, yeah, she left.
Yeah, she went back to go so she could go tell Negan who the doggone traitor was.
Yeah, and you know, Tara and all them rolled up, and they got their guns. He was like, hey, I did my job. I can't even go back because she ran the toll. And Daryl was like,
he agreed not to kill him. He agreed not to kill him until it was over.
Yeah,
so
he gave my jacket back.
He did snatch his jacket back off of him. But I was like, oh my God. So,
you know, Dwight's still living.
He's still alive.
Bleeding.
You know, they took him on with Rosita. Helped him on up.
You know,
come on.
Negan walked back in Alexandria. He like, we could have used them solar panels. I'm just like, really? You didn't think about that the other times you done came in. Now you see the solar panels. He's like, you know, Carl still out there setting smoke bombs. 2 people see him. They like, hold up. Carl's like, nah, So, you know, it's a little sewer and drop down. That's it. So you see a car. Then we switched to Maggie. Maggie went back to the hilltop.
Maggie went back to the hilltop, fired up. Roll up on the chicken coop. And she like,
Gray was like, hey, I know why you put me in her butt. And she was like, that one, bring him her. He was like, you gonna let him out before me? I was like, Gregory, I feel you. But still, just let Maggie do her thing.
Right. And then he gonna start trying to talk smack. Like, yeah, little cupcake just trying to like front like she withdraw. Like, she ain't gonna do
Jesus
nothing.
was like, Maggie, what are you doing? She was like, this one tried to hurt you.
And
yeah, that's when he was talking smack. She was like,
took him out.
She was like, you want to be next? Line him up.
Jesus was looking like, whoa.
Like, oh, okay.
She said, look here. They took out one of ours tonight. I took out one of hers.
We ain't even.
It's fair, but we ain't even.
Right, so.
And she took the coffin that she had said she was going to put Neil in. I don't know what she was doing with the coffin, but she wrote a super long message.
MLA format and everything.
Not MLA format. She took that. And she wrote her little message on there and she told them to leave it where they could see it. I don't know who is they, but that's what she said. Simon, you think?
Yeah, because remember they got, since the Hilltop
his boy.
Yeah, you know, they got to roll up and get they produce and stuff, you know.
She shot him, but she probably didn't kill him. She killed him, but
it's probably
she didn't shoot him in the head.
It's probably him in the
coffin. So when they open the coffin back up, another one pop out, you think?
This is Thriller. That'd be cool.
Think so?
That'd be cool.
I
like that.
Yeah, okay. So Jesus was like, okay, what the heck are we doing?
Because now think about it. They could easily make coffins.
And that's why I said she ain't never buried nobody in a coffin before.
Yeah, they could make coffins real easy. So yeah, it might be him then.
A little gift for you.
I hope.
Nice. I hope she wrote on it that it was her.
Yeah, that'd be funny. And then, you know, we switch back to my main man.
Well, before we switch back,
wait.
Jesus was asking her what was going on, what was going to happen. She said they need to get everything ready. Yeah. Because if everybody being attacked, that's probably going to be the place they're going to come. And she going to make sure that they ready. They got enough supplies for they people. They're going to do the cropping, but they're going to make sure they got enough supplies for they people. Because it's on for Maggie.
Oh,
it's on and popping for Maggie. Okay, go ahead.
You know, we switch back to
my
main man.
Okay.
We stopped at my main man and, you know, Rick roll up Alexandria. He was like, hold on. What is going on in this crib? He roll up in his house. He's like, Carl, Judith, Michonne.
Oh, but before we get there, let's go back to the hilltop first. Right, because back at the hilltop, Ezekiel was locking himself in the gate.
That is true.
He was locking himself in the
Carl,
gate with the chain.
Why do you say Carl? Carol.
Carol
was like,
showed
don't
up.
do it.
And he told Carol to make sure she got everybody to save them like you saved me. And she told old sister girl, our Muslim sister, she told her, hey, go down the road. I think she sent everybody to her house. She said, get out to the brown house.
Yeah,
on
her
the
house
street.
is down the road.
Yeah, it's like 2 miles down the road. I think she sent everybody there for safety because ain't nobody gonna expect to be looking for nobody there. And he locked the gate though, and she was like, boo, what you doing?
Right, like.
So, but while he inside the gate, you know, Gavin is in there giving Ezekiel the speech like, you know, I didn't want to do this, you know.
But now I gotta hang you up with the other people.
Now I gotta hang you up. I gotta hang you up. And then we see Morgan creeping along the wall. He didn't make himself known. He didn't make no sudden moves. I thought it was Carl at first. Like, is that Carl? She finna come in and save him because you know she can't leave her boo. But no, it was Morgan.
It's Morgan.
Only time we see Morgan in this whole episode. Is he sitting there and he watching and looking?
Yeah, he
seeing
heard
exactly what's going on. Right. He got him. Because they not going to kill Ezekiel. Because Not yet. Because Negan wants to mount up the king, the widow, and Rick. Okay, so now we going back.
And now we back to Rick, you know.
Now we back
in
to
his
Rick.
house, you know, he calling out everybody's name. And one person shows up that his name was not called, and that's Negan. And Negan out there beating him with Lucille. He ain't beating him like, I'm not gonna reference that, but he beating him. And Rick is, you know, he get battered 3 times.
I'm like, rush him.
And Rick was like, you know what? I ain't taking this no more. He attacked Negan. So you know they going at it, and you know Negan push him off him. So I can't. What did Rick grab? It was something gold. It was a gold
statue type of thing.
Yeah, he grabbed that and he knocked Negan out. He just
clocked his ass.
And,
yes, he did.
You know, he tried to grab his most prized gun. I love that gun. Oh my gosh, that revolver. And, you know, Negan pushed him out the window. So Rick was like, oh, that's my escape. I'm gone. And Negan like, what did I just do? He said, ain't this some shit? I just let him go. So, you know, we switched to Michonne. Michonne is walking around in the fire.
She said she had to go back. She had to go back.
Oh, speaking of that, everybody but Michonne went down into the sewer. Mm-hmm. And Rosita's the last person. She like, Michonne like,
Because Michonne said watching them explosions at Alexandria and Carl her baby ain't came, her son ain't came back.
Michonne like, all right, she slid that little manhole cover back over that sewer. Rosita's like, hold on, no. So Michonne walked back in Alexandria. Some dude had the nerve to grab her.
And say it was her fault that they did this mess.
Michonne wasn't taking that. She backed him up to that wall, turned around, and said,
"Ain't the door."
Right. And then when he dropped, she had a couple more stabs to that body. And Rick come around the corner. He's like,
Michonne.
She wait a minute, Rick. She looking all sad. So you know, they having that moment. You can see the moment.
She had that moment. She was like, had that lip tremble.
Like they couldn't really do nothing, but they was having that moment.
Man, they get up out of there. They get out of there.
And you know, they head down to the sewers. They see everybody. They see all their people that was still there.
You see Judith shining in the light at the end
all
of the
way
tunnel.
at the end. He walked past Tara, Rosita. He see Dwight. He didn't really say nothing.
He see Dwight like looking like, what is he doing there? But he didn't say nothing.
You see people, you know. My main question was...
Before we get to this.
Okay.
We go back to the sanctuary. Eugene.
Oh, yeah!
Eugene was drinking. You know, all in his mind now. Just his head all fucked up, alcoholic.
He go to the infirmary. He look at the doctor. He walk up on Gabriel and spritz him like he's a bad cat. He
a bad cat.
He just spritzed him. Gabriel like,
what did you do that for?
What is going on? And so, you know, apparently Eugene done set up a little master plan to get them out. But he was like, Gabriel, you might not make it because you're looking a little
peaked.
Yeah. And he was like, you know, I got a little guard. He out of commission.
He's like, you killed the guard. No, he just gave him a bunch of laxatives.
He got diarrhea.
Right.
And then Gabriel was like, you know, you could always come back with it, except Eugene wasn't hearing that. He was like, I can finally sleep at peace. And I was like, what? And He was like, "You doing the right thing." Eugene went on this little spiel again, and he was like, "Oops, I dropped the keys. It's a nice little car waiting outside for y'all." And Gabe was like, "Okay." And then Eugene turned his little light off, and it was dark.
Mm-hmm.
Darkness, everybody.
Darkness, everybody.
Now
we back in the dark sewer.
back in the sewer.
We walking through, and like I say, Rick is looking at all the faces of all the people in all the places. There's no Aaron. There's no Enid. But we see
Carl. And you know, Carl ain't looking okay.
I was like, is he dead?
I thought he was
He sitting like that?
Yeah, I'm thinking he bleeding out or something. Because, you know, we ain't really got no supplies and stuff. And, you know, Rick and Rashawn are happy that he's there until he pull off the bandage on his stomach. Carl got bit. And
he got bit in the fat beat too. He didn't even get bit in the arm and like they can't cut that part out. Yeah.
I got some words for y'all, AMC. Y'all disrespectful. Taking Carl away from me like that. How dare you? First Glenn, Abraham, Carl, Sasha. Y'all disrespectful.
I'm just like, what? First, Morgan leaving the damn show. If y'all didn't know yet, you know now. Morgan is leaving and going to Fear of the Walking Dead. This is his last damn season. And now, Carl. Y'all know he can't live with that damn bite. They ain't got the type of thing.
Disrespectful. That's all I can say.
That's the mid-season finale, y'all. I think we got everything covered. If we missed anything, drop it down in the comment section. Tell us how y'all felt about this episode. This still was kind of like in the same tone and the same pace as the other episodes. There's a lot of action hitting right through the episode. Made you in your face was wet. Tears was just like, felt like we was watching the end of Coco again. Just, I don't
know how I'm gonna survive this premiere.
Walking Dead returns February 11th on AMC, and we'll be returning right along with it. Thank y'all for coming back. Thank y'all for watching the first half of this season with us. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that way you can be notified when more videos come to My Twisted Life of Poetry. We out of here. Peace.
I'm depressed.